Hey guys, welcome back to the video. I know it's been such a long time since I have uploaded a video.
2,000 years later.
To be exact.
I bet you're wondering, is he still alive? Well, I'm clearly here and I am more than ready to give you guys what you want, which is more videos, right? Well, anyway, I have a great one for you. In this video, I am going to show you how to make a green waterfall. I'm going to show you how to make a green waterfall landscape. It's going to be really interesting. There's a couple tips and tricks that I put in there that I think will really help you spray paint artists like myself. Whoa, I almost forgot. The most important reason why I'm even still making this channel. I mean, I love this art, but it's mainly because you guys are supporting me even though I haven't uploaded in so long. So I owe it to all my subscribers because we finally got to the 1K mark. Yeah, it's time to celebrate. And without further ado, let's get into the video. This is the paint I'll be using. It's called Montana Gold. This is a great brand with high quality paint. They had this awesome bundle on Amazon, but unfortunately it's out of stock. But I would recommend to purchase it because it came with a variety of colors, great for beginners and pros. This is clear paint. You can pick this up at Walmart. This thing is my best friend. It's great when the paint has dried and you want to move the paint around still. This is an extra piece of poster board paper that I use to make waterfalls. This is my spray paint mask. This thing is essential. Over here is a pack of sponges that I bought. I found these sponges really helpful, way better than the ones under your kitchen sink. Make sure to get some gloves because you don't want to get paint on your hands. Go find some old magazines that you're not going to use. These are my mom's. So just find yourself a circular object, maybe a stove top cover. I put tape on mine so it's easy to pick up when I am done painting. Okay, so we are going to mark where the planet's going to be. First, you want to start with the lightest colors you have because when you lift them up, it just brings out more detail compared to if you started dark. So right now I'm doing white and green. And then I'm gonna do blue, navy, I don't know. It's probably blue though, you know. And then white up the top, okay? And then I'm going to get my magazine paper and I'm just gonna lightly go over it. I noticed I didn't really, the paint dried pretty quickly, so I added more paint to it. And here is a tip to make planets a little bit better, is that you crinkle up the magazine paper and then you unravel it and it creates more detail and more texture. So I noticed that the painting was still kind of dry, so I used the best friend, clear paint, so I'll be able to move the paint around still. And after you do that part, you're going to spray white at the top to get some highlights. Here's a pro tip though, if you get spots when you spray, make sure to clean your caps, just move all the paint off of them. Where are we? Oh yeah. Take your circular object, just place it over to where the planet's gonna be. And I sped up this part, but I am just making the background, so you just want to cover it, make sure to paint the whole thing. So right here in this clip, I'm making stars. You can make stars by spraying paint on your finger and then just flick it on. It creates more detail for sure. It looks awesome. Give it a try. And the reveal.
Nice.
So now I'm just gonna paint at the bottom of the planet. Alright guys, go ask your parents for the next clip.
Parental discretion is advised for the moment.
Because I'll be using fire. So right now I am going to just spray black into a pan This is how I create my bushes or trees. You just spray it and then you dab it with the sponge. I sped up this part, but basically you just try to form the trees, some bigger, some small, so you can get more depth to the painting. And if you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this a big old like. Go smash it for me, okay? Okay, now grab your black, and at the bottom you're just going to spray it and try to cover about half of the bottom, because we are going to be making waterfalls next. And if you don't want to wait for the paint to dry, go get that fire again.
Parental discretion is advised for the moment.
So grab that piece of paper that I showed you in the beginning, and before you make the mark, spray white at the tip of it, and you are just going to go over the painting, kind of make an outline of where the waterfall is going to be. So this is how I make waterfalls. I just lightly go over the outline. Sometimes the paint gets stuck, but I just keep dragging it. And I like to think that the water is hitting the rocks. What would Bob Ross say?
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
So now I'm just gonna go over it a couple more times, and we're gonna spray white like lightly at the bottom of it. This gives it a mist-like feel, and it makes the waterfalls like pop. I'm putting white at the top because I'm going to cover it with black in a bit. Now I'm using my straight edge to make water at the bottom. So the straight edge comes in handy because when you want to make a certain spot, it blocks it from all the other sides. Alright, now we are going to make some water. All I'm going to do is swipe my fingers onto the paint. I like to go in one direction because it makes the water more flowy. Alright, the next part, I'm going to be making a cliff or rock, whatever you want to call it. All we are doing right now is spraying black onto the painting. I'm going to grab my magazine paper and I'm going to place it over the black spot and then kind of form it. Do it a couple times until you see the right texture you're going for. So I'm going to go over it with white now, so when I lift it up again, it creates it looking like it's more in front and there's more detail and more depth to the painting. So grab the magazine paper. You want to leave some of the white showing still, just so you get that look that there's actually two rocks or cliffs there. So now I'm going to make a waterfall over here. It's the same concept. You just spray white on the piece of paper and you slide it down. Sometimes the paint gets stuck, so you want to add more. I'm creating white mist below it, and I'm going to actually cover up the white that I sprayed earlier because it's kind of too bright. So I'm going to lightly go over it with the black paint. Okay, I'm at the other side now, and I am using the sponge to outline where I want the rock and bush to be. I want the bush to kind of be in the water because I want it to give off that is right in front of you instead of it's far away. So now I'm just marking it with black on where I want the cliff to be. Let's make another waterfall. And boom, look at that, beautiful. And now I'm spraying white on the scraper to make a little mist. So off camera, I sprayed green into the circular pan that I wasn't using, and I'm just dabbing it a little bit onto the black trees. Make sure to not cover all the black and leave some of it when you are dabbing it, because you want to create the look that these have shadows and they're further away. So off camera, I'm spraying yellow, green, and white together to create my highlight that I'm going to go over the painting with. Now the trick with adding highlights is that you don't want to cover all the green that you just put on there. You're just lightly touching areas where you think the light source is coming from, and my light source is from the right side. So grab the same paper we used to make waterfalls. Up here I am making water flowing from up top so that it gives a reason to why we have waterfalls happening. So I'm gonna add a little bit of white kind of all over in the water to give it a sense that it's moving around. Okay, the painting's looking great, but let's add a tree right now. So over here I am making a outline or a skeleton of the tree, and you just want to go in a straight line and make some branches. So I noticed that the paint's pretty dry, so I got clear again and I sprayed it over the tree. So when I use my palette knife, it's easier to scrape up the paint. I do this to add more detail, of course, and texture. I don't know how many times I said that in this video, but it definitely helps it on the tree because it gives it more personality. So now I'm making small little branches. So just add a couple of these to give it more of a tree look than just a couple big branches, you know. Now I'm just filling in the spots below with a little bit yellow because I noticed it was too green. So I'm just going over it with yellow. And like earlier, I always start with black, so that when I am done using black, I could just add the highlights. So I'm gonna speed up this part, but basically I'm just going over the branches and making it look like a tree. So just watch this so you guys know how to do it. You just kind of want to go over the area and leave some branches out. And now I'm just gonna add the highlights. You want to lightly go over the black area, and that's about it for the painting. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. They will be coming out soon, and have a wonderful day, guys. Peace.